Hey, welcome to Swan's Japanese Horror Reviews. Today we've got a double feature that we're going to be taking care of. This comes to us from Ju-on Entertainment, and that of course would be The Locker and The Locker Part 2. So let's check them out and see if they're any good. The story of both Locker films are based around urban myths and legends. Now, we start off in the first Locker film with a group of college kids who hear the story that if you're in Shibuya, which is one of the busy sections of Tokyo, and you go to this certain locker, this coin-operated locker, that if you confess your love there, then good things will happen to you. That's the story they hear, good stuff. But, however, things aren't as they appear, and the legend is a bit different than what they realized. Soon enough, they find themselves hearing a baby's cry everywhere that they go, in the car, on the street. They start to see things, and soon enough, their numbers start to diminish. So that's the basic concept of the first movie. The first Locker film is basically, it's okay. It doesn't offer a lot that's new to the genre. In fact, you could probably say it rips off Ju-on heavily. It deals a lot with the curse. It deals with long black hair that's supposed to be scary. So in some ways, it's really more suited for those that are new to Japanese horror, so I'd recommend it for that. But then we've got the second movie on the disc, The Locker 2. Now this one is actually a lot better. The first one had a few scary, jumpy moments, not too much blood at all, but the second one actually is a much better film than just the way it's filmed. It looks nicer. You can obviously tell they had a bigger budget for the second one, and it shows. So there's more scary scenes, and I actually wound up liking the second one a lot more. What's also really nice about the second Locker film on this DVD is that it is a direct sequel to the first one, and it involves many characters that survived the first one to be main characters in the second one. So it's really nice, and it really, once you watch both movies, you get a much more complete story. So, very nice that Ju-on put both movies on the same disc instead of having you buy them separately. So yeah, even though the movies are kind of short, they're just about maybe 70-75 minutes each or so, I think, from memory. But yeah, it's really nice that they're both on the same DVD. Unfortunately, that DVD that they're both on is pretty sparse when it comes to extras. In fact, there's not really any real extras worth talking about. But you do get both films on one DVD, so you can't complain about that. So that's quite nice. For giving a grade to these Locker films, the first one's only going to get about a 5 out of a 10 for me. It's an okay film, it's just pretty cliche and more suitable for those that are new to the genre. I mean, if you've only seen like The Ring or The Grudge, or maybe even not even seen those, then this is definitely, I would recommend this, certainly. It doesn't have much in the way of violence or gore, it's more of atmosphere, which is nice. The second one, the story is much more developed, the characters are more developed, the budget's better, the cinematography's better, the scares are better, so pretty much it's a far better film overall. So I would probably give that one a 7 out of 10. It was a much more enjoyable viewing experience. The DVD itself, I'm going to have to end up giving it a 5 out of 10. It's nice that both movies are there. There's no real extras, but you can't really complain. You get two films for the price of one, so yeah, pretty good stuff. While The Locker might not offer too much new in terms of advancing Japanese horror, it still provides some nice spooky scenes, and the general atmosphere and vibe is quite nice. Sure, it's pretty similar to Ju-on and some other urban legend films, but that being said, I think if you're new to the genre, this is a great film to get into. And even the second one is quite nice for more veteran fans of Japanese horror who are looking for a little bit more. So yeah, it's good to have both films on the same DVD. This is a good one to show your friends who aren't really sure about where to start with Japanese horror films. So I hope you enjoyed this review of The Locker, Part 1 and 2, and maybe it's a DVD that's worth putting on your shelf. So that being said, thank you for joining me on another episode of Swan's Japanese Horror Reviews. We'll see you next time. At last, I finally found the dreaded locker. I wonder what could be inside. I'm so scared. I'm so scared it could be Krillin.